Hey everyone, it's the Casual Nerd here again. I'm going to be bringing you the first deck profile of this channel. Right before I do, I want to give a shout out to Galactic God. Thank you for commenting on our video. This is all thanks to you. I'll be doing my Ninja deck first. I think this video is probably going to be called Ninja 1.0. This is actually the banned version of the deck. So this is going to be the one with the 3 Rotas. So this should be a very fun deck to do. So first off, I'm going to start off with the extra deck. I do 2 Blade Armor Ninjas. Then we do 2 Crimson Shadow Armor Ninjas. That's actually it for the extra deck. I'm not very meta. I don't play a big extra deck. The extra deck could have a ton more cards in it. You could have a ton of XZs. It's just, I don't ever play them. Next up, I'm going to be bringing you the main deck. The main guy of the deck, Ninja Grandmaster Hanzo. Gotta play, I gotta play 3 of these. This guy, as soon as he's summoned, he gets a search off. And it is amazing. Second up, we've got 2 of these Twilight Ninja Getsugas, the Shoguns. These guys are amazing, and I know what you're saying. Why play 2 level 8s in a ninja deck? Because this guy can be tribute summoned by tributing 1 ninja off. He only takes 1 ninja, and his second effect is amazing. If he's in attack mode, you can switch him to defense mode due to his effect, and then you can special summon 2 ninjas from your graveyard. So you can summon him and then use his effect to change him to defense. And his defense is way higher than his attack. He's got like 3,000 defense and only 2,000 attack. So he's just a great defender overall. Next up, we got 3 Twilight Ninja Shingetsus. These guys are another one of your main searchers. As soon as these guys are sent off to the grave, I think either by battle or card effect, you get a search for any ninja monster. So this guy is great for just going into Hanzo, or you can pull out any of your other ninjas in the deck. Next up, we got 2 Twilight Ninja Nichirin the Chunins. These guys are really cool. They're only level 6, so you only need 1 tribute regardless. But you can discard your ninjas from your hand, and you can either prevent destruction for all your ninjas, or you can give this guy 1,000 extra attack. So he can either you can either prevent your monster's destructions very easily, or he can just become a huge beater. And just want to clarify, he can give any ninja 1,000 attack, not just himself. Next up, we got 2 Aqua Armor Ninjas. We have 2 Earth Armor Ninjas, and we have 3 Flame Armor Ninjas. All 3 of these guys are really good in their own right. I played these 2 for the combo for the Shadow Armor Ninja, I believe it is. Yeah, number 12, Crimson Shadow Armor Ninja, because you can special summon him from your hand if you have no other monsters, and then you can normal summon Flame Armor, which instantly gives him another level, so you have 2 level 5 monsters right there to go. And then Aqua Armor Ninja, he's good for just defending you off from direct attacks. He's really good. Next up, 1 Upstart. I honestly probably will play more of these in the future, just because you can get rid of your traps and you can bring out more ninjas. Next up, I play 1 Masked Ninja Ebisu and 1 Gogo the Gallant Ninja. These guys combo off one another. Honestly, I never really use them. I use the other plays in the deck mainly. These guys are good for like discard fodder though. And also, the last monster in the main deck is Ninja Grandmaster Sasuke. I know what y'all thinking. Casual Nerd, are you crazy? Yes, I am a little. But he's just good for discard fodder. For stuff like Ninja Grandmaster Hanzo, and for some of the other spells and traps in this deck. You'll see why I like to play him. So moving into the spell section, I like to do 3 Armor Ninjutsu Art of Alchemy. This deck clogs your back row really fast, so this card's good to play just in case you want to get more of your spells and traps out. This card can just wipe your back row, and plus you get 2 cards for it. So it's good for clearing back row, and it's a pot of greed, so can't really ask for much more. Next up, the only ban in the deck, 3 Rotas. The consistency is off the charts. This deck is ridiculous in consistency. So, obviously, I'm pretty sure this is actually the only ban card in the deck, just these 2 Rotas. So, honestly, if you wanted to like take this to a tournament, if you take 2 of these Rotas out and you can replace them with Solemn Strikes, I mean, you're pretty set. I like to play 2 Ninjutsu Art Notebooks. This is another one of your Ninjutsu Art searches, because this card can get you any spell or trap, I believe. Yeah, it can get you any spell or trap. And it costs a ninja for your hand. So, I mean, using Gogo the Gallant, using Ebisu, or even using Sasuke, you can just use them as cannon fodder, and you get your Ninjutsu Art spells and traps. Next up, 1 Fumika Shuriken. It's good for just increasing your attack. If you combo this with Nichiin the Chunin, you can get Nichiin up to 4,000 attack right then and there. And as soon as this is gone, your opponent takes 700. So, I mean, it's really good. The final spell is 1 Full Force Strike. You guys have no idea how much this has helped this deck. This deck doesn't have a lot of meters. All the monsters have pretty low attack. So this card can get over anything, honestly. This card can just topple almost anything the deck comes to face. Now we're getting into the main traps. The traps are the best part of this deck. 3 Rust Mists. Armor Ninjutsu Art of Rust Mist. This is probably hands down my favorite card in the deck, because as long as you control a face-up ninja, as soon as your opponent special summons a monster or monsters, all of those monsters' attack instantly become halved. So, when Pendulums, traditional format, when Pendulums were running around, this card was amazing against it, because you can just cut all of your opponent's monsters' attack in half, and then really any of your ninjas can topple them. It's amazing. And plus, it's super searchable. Like, Notebook, Hanzo, you can just search it out super easy and set it. Next up, we got 3 Ninjutsu Art of Shadow Sealing. This deck, this card, I really want to say this is a Link deck. You could honestly use this in Link format, and this deck would just troll players. Because I didn't realize this until I used it in a duel after we were doing Link format. This card is ridiculous. What you do is, all you have to do is tribute a ninja monster, and then you target 1 monster your opponent controls and you banish it. You target 1 monster your opponent controls, and it has to be in a monster zone, obviously, but you banish it, and your opponent can't use that not main monster zone. Your opponent can't use that monster card zone as long as that monster is banished, as long as this card remains on the field. So, say your opponent Link summons into their first Link monster going into the extra monster zone. As soon as they summon it out, flip the Shadow Sealing, tribute off any of your ninjas, your opponent can no longer Link summon. Their entire extra deck has been sealed off. This card is ridiculous against Link monsters. It's absolutely crazy to think. Like, just this rogue ninja deck. Flip the Shadow Sealing, your opponent's extra deck is sealed off. It is just absolutely amazing to think about, I think. I think this deck honestly deserves a Link monster for the Link format. Next up, we got 3 Armor Ninjutsu Art of Freezing. I really just like this card just because it negates attacks and ends the battle phase. It gets you out of like a lot of situations, because this deck can't really put up a fight much. All it really does is weaken your opponent's monsters and then goes for the attack. You can't really put up much of a good defense, especially my build of this 1.0 build. It's not very defensive at all, but with this trap, you can negate the attack and instantly end the battle phase. It's the Ninja's Art of Freezing. It's really good. You have to have a face-up ninja to use it, so that can be kind of tricky. But if you have the ninja, you could just end the battle phase. It's a battle fader only in trap form, is all it is. Last card in the deck, I play one Call of the Hun. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. But I really enjoyed the Ninja deck. I built it, didn't really think I'd get into it much, but I really, really enjoyed the deck. And I really do think that this deck should get a Link monster, because in Link format, this deck could honestly be pretty dangerous, especially if it was made meta. But tell you what I'll do for you guys. I'll actually go through and shuffle, and I'll draw a 5-card hand, and we'll see what we can do with it real quick. We'll do that about 2 or 3 times. And I'm actually going to let my buddy here cut my deck for me, so you guys know it's legit.
I'll show y'all me cutting it on my beautiful One Piece.
So, yeah. Obviously, this hand's not that great, but you get your Shingetsu, you get your full force strike, you get 2 Shadow Sealing, you get a Fumika. So, I mean, in casual play, that's not that bad. Honestly, you could set your Shingetsu, he'd most likely be destroyed, and then you could search for your Hanzo, and then that's when the deck really starts to pick up. So, honestly, all I can see doing with this is honestly just setting Shingetsu, and maybe setting 1 Shadow Sealing, because for the simple fact, you don't want to waste these, because obviously, there's so much spell and trap removal in the game right now, you want to kind of reserve your spells and traps. But we'll go ahead and shuffle one more time and see what we can do with another round. This hand's not that bad either, honestly. Really, I would just go into Ebisu. I'd normal summon Ebisu, and then I'd honestly set both my freezings. And I would pray to God they don't have a Twin Twister or anything. And then next turn, if you can freeze the field, if you can use your Armor Ninja Art of Freezing, if you can get one of them off, next turn you would draw. And then you could use your Armor Ninja Art of Alchemy you had in your hand first turn, pop it, and then you get 2 more cards. And then obviously you get your Rhoda, you can go into your Hanzo, you can get another Ninjutsu art. It's just, once you get going with the deck doesn't really stop. The deck kind of keeps on trucking. But I think that's pretty much it for this video. Just want to give another shout out to Galactic God. That's my Ninja deck. I hope you enjoyed it. Obviously, it could be a lot better. But my buddy over at Rogue Lightsworns 101, I believe it's called that.
Rogue Swords.
Yeah, Rogue Sworns 101. We've come up with an idea, and we'll discuss it in a future video. But if you guys want to see an upgraded version of the Ninja deck, or a Ninja deck that's not illegal to play, I'll gladly rework it. I'm thinking the next deck I'm going to do is a Goki deck, because I finally got all the cards, and I've got a pretty decent build of it right now. But there's going to be a few versions of it. The first version I'm going to do is a Goki Beatdown. So if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe, comment down below what you want more of. Do you want another version of this deck? Do you want other decks? And hit up my buddy at Rogue Sworns 101. He's going to be doing a lot more meta decks. So if you want something more meta, not as casual as this deck, just go over there. He's going to have a few decks posted soon. Other than that, I think that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.